Hello everyone and welcome to More to Explore. I'm Miss Natasha and today we'll be constructing a pirate dagger. Alright, in your kit you will find a toilet paper roll, half of a paper towel roll, gold paint, silver paint, jewels that will actually stick to your dagger. They're little stickers. And then a paintbrush. Now what's not in your kit but you will still need, and most people have at home, is a stapler, a pencil, scissors, and kid scissors work just fine, napkins, and a cup of warm water. So go ahead and grab those. Alright friends, the first step to making our dagger is to put a placemat, put your tissue out, open it, cover your table, protect it from your paint. Then you want to take your toilet paper roll and you want to go ahead and cut it straight down. There you go. And now you are going to take your paper towel roll, which is your taller one, or half of a paper towel roll, I should say. And you want to fold the toilet paper roll, which is your shorter one, kind of flat down on top of each other. And that toilet paper roll, the bigger one, you're going to use and you're going to put on top and you're going to trace the bottom. So go ahead, put it towards the edge, probably like a centimeter from the edge that you cut, and you're going to go ahead and trace the bottom, try to center it. Now you're going to go ahead, make sure it's dark enough for you to see because you're going to be cutting that out. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to flip it. Again, you want it centered. You want about a centimeter from the edge. And we want to trace it again. All right, once you've got those traced on both sides, we're going to cut that out. So go ahead and grab your scissors and cut out that circle you just traced. So you'll notice that they'll go through both circles. And you'll be grabbing it from that end. Okay? So now we're going to paint. So go ahead and grab your gold paint. This one will be gold. Grab your paintbrush. Go ahead and just paint one side. Here's a tip. If you paint a thin layer, it will dry a lot faster. If you paint a thick layer, not only will it take a long time to dry, but the paint might come on your fingers as clumps. So you don't want that. Alright, once you've got every single inch on there, just one side for now, go ahead, close up your paint. Clean your paintbrush from the gold so it doesn't dry up on that paintbrush. Use a tissue, take out that leftover gold paint. If you still think it's still kind of thick on there, keep cleaning it. And now let this part dry, set it aside. Now we're going to work on our silver portion. Okay, so for this one you are going to need your scissors and the stapler as well. You want to go ahead and you want to create the tip of your dagger. So go ahead and cut at the edge. Here you go, so you can see what I'm doing. And you want to create that pointed tip, okay? So go ahead, cut the corners at the top. Usually on these paper towel rolls, they have these glue lines, so I do it from one glue line to the top. If yours doesn't, think of it like probably 1.5 inches. And you want to cut it from the edge all the way to the center top. So just like that, and then edge, and then to the center top, okay? So if you think mine's a little off, or you think yours is a little off, you can always correct it by cutting a little bit more until it is perfect. So I like it right there. Now I am going to staple it shut, so it looks more like a dagger. So you're going to take it, you're going to press it against each other, and then you're going to staple the edges. Let me show you. Okay, so this one came out. It was too close to the edge. I'm going to go in a little bit more. Be careful with your fingers. So there you go. And you want to do it to the other side as well. Now remember, you couldn't really see it on my example because we're using silver paint, which is great. The staples tend to blend in after you paint it. So now we are going to paint. We are going to take the paintbrush. We're going to take the silver paint. Luckily we cleaned our paintbrush. So now it should be perfect. And we are going to go ahead and paint our dagger silver. We painted the part that's our handle gold, and we are going to paint the dagger silver. So again, take your time. You should just need the one coat. Do a light coat so it dries pretty quickly. If you want to go over it later, you can. It's up to you. But I've noticed one coat does the job. It's pretty thick paint. I quite like it. So I'm glad I'm able to supply all your kits with this really cool gold and silver paint. I think it's really neat. Okay, friends. There we go. Now we want to let this portion dry. We're going to check on our gold portion. We're going to check if it is dry, and it is. Pretty cool, dries pretty quickly. If you did a thin layer, yours should be dry. So let's continue working on that one. We'll clean out our brush from our silver. Make sure there's no silver on that. Close your silver. Now we're going to use the gold, and we're going to finish this portion. We're going to turn it over, because if you look, when you hold it, you can actually see the inside. So we really want to paint both sides. Whereas with our silver one, you don't really see the inside. So we're going to want to paint that side. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to paint again. So the other side of our handle, go ahead, paint with your gold and cover that again, a nice thin layer so it dries pretty quickly. I would like to mention, instead of daggers, if you want to make swords next time, really long swords, you can always use a long paper towel roll, or even better, if you have this at home, wrapping paper roll. Okay, what our wrapping paper comes in, that middle portion, save it, and you can make a really long and sturdy sword with that. Okay, when you're done with that, go ahead, clean your brush so the paint doesn't dry on there. And then clean it. Close your gold paint. Set aside your water. Go ahead and let that dry. We're going to check on our dagger here. So that's a little wet still, so we're going to let both of those dry. Maybe give it about 15, 20 minutes. Right, how exciting, we're almost done. So what we're going to do is we are going to put our silver portion into that gold handle. So go ahead and do that. Slide it through. Until you're happy with it. And then what you want to do is you want to staple the bottom in place so it doesn't keep sliding. So I'll show you. We'll flip the gold part over. So see how I did that? Against the silver portion, and then we're going to put one staple right down the center. Go ahead and staple. So the mouth of your stapler goes inside your dagger and then staples on top the gold piece. So now you've got your handle there, and now you've got to put your jewels on. Here are my jewel placements. You can do whatever you want with your jewels. So I should have given all of you a couple or a few in each of your kits. Now go ahead and place them wherever you'd like on your handle for the final piece of your dagger. I think it really makes the dagger, so I had to get you guys these because I think they're really cool. But if you have other stickers you want to add or decorations, you can too. So just peel the sticker portion off the backing, the white part. That's all they are, stickers. And then press them on for about, I would say, a second so they don't fall off. You've got to press them on. It's like gluing. On the back of each of these is a little bit of sticky adhesive. So press them on there so they don't come off. And you are all done. Here are my daggers. Have fun with your pirate daggers. Your hand goes in the back of that portion between the protective handles. And have fun. Did you know Mary Reed and Anne Bonny joined the pirate crew of Jack Rackham, this fearsome duo dressed as men since women were not allowed on board pirate ships, and fought fiercely. When their ship was captured in 1720, the women were the only members of the crew brave enough to fight.